went fishing for bait and the craziest thing happened. To catch our bait, we decided to use some worms and put it on a bobber. Right away, I caught this baby bluegill and I threw it out on my other rod to catch more. I saw my bobber going under and I had a huge fish. It was actually this really big bass and I caught it on only a worm. This thing was pretty fat and we knew we had to weigh it. We put this thing on the scale and it turned out to be around 2.5 pounds. But now I had to get a really safe release on this thing so it can swim off and grow way bigger. I moved him around in the water for a little bit so the water would get into his gills and then he swam off perfectly fine. Only a little bit later we caught another bass, but this thing was only 1.5 pounds. My brother was using a bluegill and he was then on with a fish. We didn't really know what kind of fish this was, but we let it pull line at the start. After around 30 seconds, he hooks at it and he had it on. At the start, we thought it was going to be a pike, but then it turned out not to be one. When we had our first glance on it, we noticed that it was not a pike and it was just a bowfin. He took a photo with it and then we kept fishing. Not long after that, I caught my first rock bass of the year. This thing was a pretty nice size and I made sure to get a really safe release on it so it can grow bigger. I ended off the day by catching this huge bluegill that was definitely my biggest bluegill of the year. And of course, I got a safe release on it. That's it for today's video. Bye!